All right, we're going to go back to the basics today and talk about some scales and exercises. So I think the most common scale for like learning to solo and stuff is the pentatonic minor scale. So here's the E minor pentatonic scale. So you're probably familiar with that. Now there's exercises we can do with that. And also if you're going to play that, think about your down, up picking. I like to, when you get to the end, start again with a down. Because that's like a new beat, right? You wouldn't like come up here and go, because that changes your picking all the way back. You can do that if you want, of course. But if you think about it, that's a whole set, and a downstroke goes with a down beat, and an upstroke goes with an upbeat. So if you were starting this from scratch on this new note, you would start on a down because that is where the new beat would start, you know? So with these exercises, we're going to try to keep our down-up alternate picking going steadily throughout. So this first one's going to be sets of threes. So I'm going to go 3, 0, 3, and that was a down, up, down with the picking. And then I have to go to the A up here. Back to the G, back to the A. So that was a up, down, up on that next set. So that way I'm strictly alternating all the way through. So it's down, then up, down, up. We're back to a down, and then an up, down, up. See how that works? Okay, let's try that together. I'll give you a 3 count. So 1, 2, 3. And then going back, we're going to start on a down, up, down on the 303. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. Kind of sound out of that. Okay, now there's a fours exercise, which we're going to start on the E. We're going to go up the first 4 notes of the scale, and then we're going to come back to this G, the second note. So each one of these are a little easier with the picking because it's just down, up on each set of 4 notes. So and then we go to the A, and then the B. We'll go back. So let's try that together. I'll give you a 4 count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and we'll start with the down, up, down here in the 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that was the 4s exercise. 3s exercise started on the like that, and this one just goes straight up the first 4 notes and the next 4 notes. Okay, now we're going to move to the E major pentatonic scale. So this one's going to go open 2, 4, 2, 4, 2, 4, 1, 4, 2, 5, 2, 4. So 0, 2, 4, 2, 4, 2, 4, 1, 4, 2, 5, 2, 4. Okay, now the more common way to use a major pentatonic is to move into new positions as you go, because as you can see, this scale is built off the 1, 2, 3, and we don't play the 4, which would be the A in the key of E. 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6, and then we're on our octave again. So it's kind of cool to slide into the new position to reach the 5 and 6 easier. So here's our 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, and then we go to the E here. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, and 1. So that's the way that people really use the major pentatonic, is to slide up and down in different positions to reach those notes easier. Because as you can see, this isn't like the easiest scale to reach the notes of. So what you end up doing is moving that 3. It's like 3 notes in a row based on the root. And then the next string will have just 2 notes. And then you're back to the root and you can do those 3 in a row. That's your 1, 2, 3 of the scale, of the E major scale. Then we have the 2 notes here, and then we have 3 in a row based off this E root. And then we have 2, and then in this case we can pop up here an extra 3 frets and get to our root again. So. And let's come back. I'm gonna use that same note, the same finger that I used to slide up, to slide back. Same here. Because if you end up using the same fingers in both directions, it really helps you remember where you're supposed to be going and where you are, right? So let's try that together. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, three, 4. Okay, and once again, the E major pentatonic is made of the 1, 2, 3, doesn't have a 4, it'll have the 5 and 6, and won't have the 7. So that's why you end up jumping to that root so quick right there. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1. Now if we started that here in this E on the 7th fret of the A string, it'd be like this. Same thing with 3 in a row and then 2. Now here, because of the math on those 2 strings there, you kind of use a different finger. I'll use that middle finger to get me here, so I have a finger waiting. So it'd be 7, 9, 11, 9, 11, and then 9, 11 to 13 with the middle, 12, 14, and then we're on the E again, so we could do 3 in a row here again, 12, 14, 16. See how those fingers work out nicely on that? And you also have that 9 and 7 down there to get you back to that E. So once again, let's try that one. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? You can add those in. And you could do your exercises with these too, like. Very Allman Brothers-y there, that kind of a thing, those triplets. Okay, then let's move on to let's look at the major scale. So we'll have O2, 4, O2, 4, and then 1 to 2, that's the major 7 right there. So this is 1, 2, 3, the intervals of the scale would be 1, 2, 3, 4 is the A, 5, 6, and 7, and then we're back to the 8, which is the 1 again, the root. So from here we'd have, that's the next octave. 2, 4 in the D, 1, 2, 4, 2, 4, 5, 2, 4, 5. And if we kept going, okay, so let's try that. 1, 2, 3, 4. And obviously you could do your exercises with that. We could do like the 4s going up, like 1, 2, 3, 4. your alternate picking in there too. So let's try that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and your E major scale starting up here on this E. And if you want to keep going, 11, 12 there. So 7, 9, 6, 7, 9, 6, 8. That's your major 7. There's your root again. 7, 9, 10, 7, 9. You could go 11, 12. And because your 7 is right next to the root in a major scale, you could include that one, get some little bit of a little extra thing going. Okay, so that's the major scale. That's obviously your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Every other scale besides a major scale is something got changed in that major scale to make that other scale happen. For instance, the Mixolydian Scale is a really cool kind of Jerry Garcia, kind of Grateful Dead, Allman Brothers type of jamming thing. It's like a major scale, happy scale, but with a minor kind of bluesy element to it. So this one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, flat 7 would be that regular D instead of this one here. What you usually see is that's used, basically this E Mixolydian mode. The E is kind of the 5 chord in this case. You're really using notes from the A major scale. See how they kind of mix together? So a lot of times in a Mixolydian, you would have whatever Mixolydian mode you're in, like E in this case, you would have a chord that's down a step. And it would kind of be like... So there's that flat 7 again. So a lot of times you have an E and a D, and that's why you're in that mode. So let's look at this scale again. We got 0, 2, 4, 0, 2, 4, 0, 2. And then we'd keep going with, there's that flat 7 again. So it's just like the E major scale, but it has a flat 7 every time. Okay, and if we did that up here, we'd have, there's our flat 7 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, flat 7. Here's our root again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, flat 7. And because it's a flat 7, we could include that one to come back. Okay, so that's Mixolydian. Let's look at the E minor. So it's open 2, 3, open 2, 3, open 2, and then we have 4, and then open 2, and then 0, 1, 3, open 2, 3. So the minor scale is made of 1, 2, you flat the 3, 4, 5, you flat the 6, and you flat the 7, and we're back to our root. So this is the 1, 2, flat 3, 4, 5, flat 6, flat 7, root, and that's your 1, 2, minor 3, flat 3. So another place to play that would be this E right here. 9, 10 twice, 7, 9, 7, 8, 10 twice. Okay, now if we make one little change to that, we have the E minor Dorian. So the E minor Dorian keeps the major scale's 6th note. So we have 1, 2, flat 3, 4, 5, major 6. So that's a raised 6 kind of there compared to the other, lower minor 6. So O2, 3, O2, 4, and then we'll have open 2, 4, open 2, and then here's that C sharp coming in again. Okay, that's E minor Dorian. That would be like E minor to A would be a progression you'd use for that. Okay, so let's look at it up here on the octave. Okay, 7, 9, 10, 7, 9, 6, 7, 9. There's that major 6 note. 1, 2, flat 3, 4, 5, major 6, flat 7, root. There's that C sharp again. Okay, and you could do your exercises with all these different scales. You can do the 3s, the 4s. There's lots of other ones you can come up with as well. But that's a little bit on scales and exercises, taking you back to the basics. I'm Damon Wood. Thanks a lot for watching. We'll talk to y'all soon.